I've been looking for the weekend. I've been looking for the weekend. Hey. Oh no. We're on the Discord. Let me change that to that. So it could make it look like I'm not doing anything. What should I say? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. And we are. Where am I going? Yeah, no, we're not live yet. We gotta go here to be live. Public. Bam. Bam. Ooh, I can also put this in the live stream mark right at the gate, and then cough. No, I don't think I have to do that. Groovy. I'm gonna paste this into the Discord. Wow, and the icon is the Discord is me writing the note on Discord. That's hilarious. Well, Gerardo, we're not working on a song today. We're working on video animating because that's what I've been doing for the past 2-3 weeks, and it doesn't end. So I apologize if video editing is not your jam. But welcome to the stream. Hey folks, today we're going to be picking up where we left off yesterday, which is doing editing, putting together, animating, not rendering, another couple seconds, almost 30 seconds of animation. If you're not familiar with the project at hand, the next video coming out is a hey GP, welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the current project at hand, we're working on a Patapon video. Patapon is a PSP game. It's a rhythm game with these little doodly dudes that chant to a beat, and I'm making an overly ambitious music video for this unreleased track, and it's killing me, but this is what I signed up for. So today we're gonna be continuing from where we left off, which, by the way, was I rendered out these shots that we did yesterday, which in edit look like yonder. I'm probably going to have to change some of their timings because the edit doesn't really flow too well, but that's their arm. Like, that shot's fine, this shot's fine. This one's a bit weird, and the cut is a bit weird. But I like this shot. I like this shot actually too much. But I digress. Today we're doing, hey Horrible Suffering, welcome to the stream. Today we're doing these next couple shots. I have a hand kind of caressing a pot, this character looking into said pot, and then looking up at something, and then looking up at our boy here, which is basically just going to be me reusing this shot with a fun camera swipe, and then a zoom in, which is basically going to be this shot again, but zoomed out a little bit, and then a reaction shot of her going Ooh, a human being. And then that should, now that I'm roughing this out, it shouldn't take too long, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You're not late. You literally just arrived. We're just beginning as I describe move that over there. As I describe today's game plan, which is going to be a lot, but a little, but a lot little. See, how does this look as a whole? Hold on, I'm gonna play some spoilerish sections of this. We're gonna come on. Can you play it with the fast speed, like how you did it before? Hey, it's Nunny Moose. Welcome to the stream. And it's Frost God. You finally made it. Welcome. And there's also a phasing problem. See that? Our little Patapon disappears. Where does he go? He's standing there, and then he's not. Well, he goes behind him because this plane goes in front. But that hurts me. That hurts me deep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change. I might remove this shot actually, and then make this one longer, because this cut, it feels jarring to me. And then maybe make this fade. I don't have it. I didn't give myself any extra frame. I did. Oof, I was gonna cry. And then we can do like a fade, a transition or something. Also, we'll see. All right. Now that I've gotten introductions and the opening out of the way, feel free to dip in and out as much as you please. We're going to be getting into the actual no fun work of actually animating and opening up a bunch of programs and stuff and talking to Blender. So, yeah, sit tight. You know, bring out a good book. We're gonna play some Animal Crossing music, and that's it. Welcome to the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be going for. I'm going to attempt, if I can get, actually, sorry, the goal is to get this sequence finished, and any part afterwards is, yeah, you got your event at 6. That I'm aware of. I'm going to try. I'll try to aim for 6 and try to get everything done, or the shots I'm hoping to get done before then. I'll make it to your event. And counting how many times it crashes. That's big oof. I hope it doesn't. But who knows? All right. Are you guys ready? Hey Gerardo, welcome back. Are you guys ready for some blanda? Oh wait, that means I have to go this way and open a blanda. I'm already not excited about doing any of this. Like, this whole time, every single time I look at this video, I'm like, yes, we're so close to being finished. And then I realize that we're nowhere near being finished. And then I scream very loudly. If we're gonna name this, actually, should I make this? Hold on, I gotta brainstorm for a hot minute. When should this sequence be finished? I think about here should be the last frame of this sequence, so that it goes up and then does the thing. So this sequence is going to be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-ish frames, or 11-ish frames, or shots. So let's get it, and I should hopefully be able to reuse some of these, so it should be good. Shot number 1 is going to be 90 frames, so we're gonna increase that to 100 to give us a little bit of wiggle room. This is gonna be sequence 06. Yeah. Sequence 6, and call it pot call. For about 100 frames. 01. Pot rub. Let's get it. Skip. And then blend as open. But we're gonna steal the very last shot, because it has the most updated version of the set and everything that we're working with. Are you guys literally singing Drift Away in the chat? I'm appalled. Heck, I could just put, well, I can't play the original, I can play my remix of it. I could just play my song. So we have the maiden, which we don't need. We have the chair, which we don't need. We have, yeah, you guys are doing the whole shebang. I'll just play the trackerino. I hope it sounds good enough. Oh, welcome to the stream, Doctor. So we don't need this and this right now. And we don't need the props. We don't need we need the platform. We don't need any of this stuff right now, because we're going to be can take the torches away, and the edge rocks, and the platform vegetation, and the smoke. And then the cauldron is very thick. Let's do this angle. Okay, so I wanted the camera to be here, and then the camera to do that. And then a kiss emoji. Beautiful. Mwah. But back to Animal Crossing. Hit it. Those are some pretty fancy heart emojis. I didn't know those existed. So we're gonna get rid of these guys. Do we see the drums? We do see the drums. That means they have to be in. Ugh. We don't need the crowd or the... No, we need the drum extras. We don't need... Oh, there goes Blender. Come on, Blender. You don't gotta do that to me. We're friends. We're buddies. I lost a whole minute of work. Oh, blast. I'll just save this. And then we're gonna go back and turn on our drums. We probably need the vegetation and the monolith. And the edge rocks. We do see those briefly. So we're going to move this up and over. And then we're going to make sure that this is linear. And now we're just going to animate some sweet hands rubbing up against this. We're going to take our... I really should have just made a rig of her. We have our maiden. Our maiden. That's going to be standing here looking all standy. Bloody Blender, mate. Absolute dog water. So we have our focus, but that focus is pretty pretty disgustingly tightly focused. So we're gonna loosen that up a little bit. And then we're gonna say to ourselves, wow, look at that. Look at that. And the lights need to be on. And there's barely any good looking shadows on this, and it hurts me. This model is garbage. But I made it, so it makes it even more sad. But it's fine. It's fine. So, you want to flip her 180 degrees so that she's on the other side. And I guess I could make sure that she's not moving. So I can make this a single image, and then her hand is in frame, which is a big no-no. Or the top part of her, or the bottom part of her arm is in frame. We can't have that. That's illegal. So we're gonna have to do the sad thing, which is duplicating this mesh, actually, because I don't want to ruin this initial one, and chopping it up. You gotta just jump into edit mode and add an edge loop, there we go, and just give it the chop. And then I'm gonna say, Madame, it was nice. It was nice having your arm here, but it's in the way, and I'm gonna have to get rid of it. And she'll look at me and say, it was a great service. And I'll say, don't tell me that, because that's the worst. Faces. There we go, there's her arm gone. And no one will notice. Yeah. Hey, it's Damien. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic day so far. All right, let me do this, and then do this, and then I can move her new arm curve to where I need it. And then we're gonna take this and then, oops, not extrude it. We're gonna rotate it and move it to where her arm is going to be. Now you might be saying to yourself, Dangle, didn't you just get rid of her arm, and are you now about to give her a new one? To which I say, yes, absolutely. But this one is animatable. And I need to animate it, doing a very specific thing, which is not being so far away from the dang pot. Come on, let's bring that closer. She's rubbing her hand on it. The end credits theme for our Owl House. Oh man, that's like the 4th Owl House recommendation I've gotten. To which I say, I'll look into it. Yeah, Owl House seems to be relatively popular, which is interesting because I've never heard of it until you kiddos said, hey, Owl House? And I was like, owl, what? You're half Russian? How do you pronounce that? Rantsov? Rantsov? That's a cool name. So we're gonna give her some thickness like that. And I'm going to also do what's called a hook onto the end of her arm, so I can animate it outside of edit mode. There you go. We got this little thing. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Got a little thingy thing here, so you can. Woo. Next, you have to go. Well, Frost, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always great to have you around. I hope you have yourself a rest. I hope the rest of your day is fantastic. And the next time you see this, it'll be pretty good. But who knows? Take care. Catch you later. We're going to give her a hand like that. And we're going to parent this hand to the empty by just doing it that. And then that's going to that. It's 0 a.m. Ooh, that's big yikes. Man, I even tried to stream earlier so that all you foreign folks can stop by. But that's fair. But do take care. Have a fantastic evening and sleep tight. There we go. Arm, hand. So that's gonna caress the lip of this pot. Just like this. It's gonna go. We're gonna insert a keyframe, a location keyframe, and we're gonna just like a perfume commercial. You know, she comes up to the pot and is like, Patapon, the new fragrance. You go, wow, what's in that? Boiling water? She says, it's the new fragrance. That's it. Have I watched Owl House? I haven't, though. I will have to if I do a track from it, because we need to do research. Well, I would need to do research. Unless it's like 20 seasons long, then I'm gonna cry. Because why do shows have to be so long? There's a light in here. We can leave that off actually. And the torches don't need to be on. I had another light somewhere. Yeah, this one. That adds a little bit of sweetness to the inside of this pot. And then we can turn the actual brightness of everything else down a lot. Down a lot. That's too much. We're not in complete darkness here, we're just in a little darkness. There you go. It's just, she's like, wow, look at that. It's magic. I should probably center this. Audiobooks. Unless if you're referring to me, I applaud that you think I can read. Thank you. So we have that. GP, welcome to my analytics. where things are not out of whack, they're pretty standard, but pretty whack. A Jurassic Park or Jumanji remix? No, I have not. But my usual rule of thumb is if the song slaps, then there's a high chance I could do it. And if it's sad, there's an even higher chance I'll do it. Like El Banana? Yeah, El Banana was it's very teary-eyed undertone, and I dug it. But I was also just a fan of Gorillaz. I've seen 2 of the Jumanji movies, at least the later ones with like The Rock and The Rock. Do I still listen to Gorillaz? I haven't really. I've heard some of their new stuff, and I've been on and off about it. I saw them live last year, and they played a lot of their new stuff, and I was like, "Wow, I haven't heard any of these." Okay. So I'm iffy about it, but yeah. Wait a minute. Why are there 11 people here? Guys, you need to stop. Song Machine is killer. Yeah, I haven't given their new stuff the time of day yet. I've heard some of their songs and I thought they were all right, but meh. Hey, it's Ben and Duncan. Welcome back, guys. Oh man, so happy to see you. As you come on in to me making a shot that's just okay enough. I need to add a transition. Oh, which means that one of these shots needs more frames. I think I'll do it with this one since I'm already here. Add 20 more frames. And then make it super slow. Come on, give me the... No. Give me this. Give me the empty. Come on, give me the empty. Give me the empty. Thank you. And the camera. And the camera. Yeah. What? Fire's gotta go. Well, thanks for showing up, saying hey. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. And yeah. Peace out. Hopefully this looks even to death. Infinity Train would be passable as a remix. I didn't running away. I thought I came out pretty decent. And I was like, I'll do more songs from the show. But most of the music from the show is just like ambient synth music. And I'm like, oh. That's fair, Dunk. You're hanging out with Kojo? Hot diggity. Hope you have a fun time together. Okay, so I'm gonna call this shot Dunzo for now, and then we're gonna do a quick render to see how this comes out. Because I have not been doing test renders, and that's scary. Yeah, so I'm missing the light that's in here, which is this light, I think. No. This light? Yeah. Give me that. That's not rendered. Rendering. And then... Ooh. What song's this? Yeah, it's not even gonna tell me. 5 a.m. in the rain. Look at that beautiful texture stretching. Want to know something fun, guys? This is a fabric texture that you can put on a sweater, but it looks like roughied up skinsies. That's cool. I'm gonna make sure that this sphere is rendered smooth so that we don't get jagged looking edges. And then I'm gonna hit savvy again, and that's the shot, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Everything is now done. We're gonna go to state manager. We're gonna put it in that. I'm gonna call it pot rub. Wait a minute. I did, never mind. We're gonna publish that. And we're gonna wait 5 whole minutes. So in the meantime, you're listening to KBB Dangle Angle Radio. Today we got 5 a.m. played by oh no, these are names. I'm not even gonna try. The Curtis theme fits all. The end credits. All right, I'll check it out later, so that I don't cry for copyright. But yeah, I'll check it out. Should you work out? If you got it in you to, I say why not? And yes, the Animal Crossing music is from a very beautifully talented group of individuals. So the shot is thinny. So next up we can work on this shot, which I'm gonna have to do in After Effects because this is gonna require some fancy movement speed. Just came back from a walk, eh? Well then, take a break, and if the body is ready, then give it another session. If not, take a day. So we're gonna open up our trusty dusty After a Fusty and wait for our sweet project to load. Break day tomorrow. Oh man, and you gotta get on that. Wow, that was the prologue. All right, you're listening to downtown something. Downtown. Just downtown. All right. The most calming sounding, chilling voice. That's fake news. I don't appreciate that. I sound like a pack of wild dogs, all trying to eat the kibbles. Okay, wait, what was I gonna do? She needs to be flipped. Or, no, not actually. This needs to be in the other hand. Like that. But actually, I need to duplicate this and delete all of the animation. You see, get out of here, keys. You guys don't deserve to be here anymore. I kid. Key lives matter. You thought I had a head cold? Oof. Do I just sound sick all the time? Wah. What bad movie would I prefer to watch? Ice Age 5 or Cats? You know, I've actually been really curious about the Cats movie because it looks fun, but I also know nothing about Cats other than it's a musical with a very polarizing audience. But Ice Age 5 can't go wrong with some good Seinfeld. Oh, thank you, Gerardo. But now I'm self-conscious. I have to say fun things for the next 6 hours. Where am I going? I need this arm. Yeah, to be below the staff. And I need to parent the staff to this arm so that we can move the arm. Woo. So she has her arm down. This arm is completely gone. And then in the next shot, it's supposed to be another 83 frames. But that's false because we need to give ourselves handles. Densle's ASMR. I scream. Or should I say, hey guys, it's me, Densle. Today we're going to be doing... Oh wait, today we're going to be... I've already lost track. Animating her eyeball by making sure that this is 120... No, it was supposed to be 90 frames. 90 frames long. Great. And this is 60. Shot 20. Yes? It's really bad. I'm crying. Crying real tears. Like you can look at them. They're actually wet. If they fell on the ground, you'd slip on them. You could see me doing ASMR. Please. I'd end up laughing at myself and ruining the whole immersion. This needs to be 90 frames. And we're gonna... Oh, I gotta pause the music for a hot minute so I can... So we're here in the song. So I need to go back into After Effects. And also need to make the shot for it. So that's 10. This is going to be 20. I'm going to call this look up. And I'm going to give it 90 frames. Yep. 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 And then we're going to give that 90 frames a look up to ASMR Patapon making. Ew. Who's looking at Patapon ASMR? I would. I need the reference. But I also need to jump into where was it? Cheer. Any one of these shots. So I can grab some audio. Front. Audio. That's already been pre-slid. Well, if you find anything, do share your results. Oh, this already not slid super far. I gotta do it manually. Eh. 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 Oh, it's really bad. Cat's really bad. That's fair. I accept your apology. In fact, no need. That's my mistake. I'm sorry. A snake stealing. Is it because I was hissing while I tried to think while trying to delicately whisper? We're not there yet. We need to go way further. Way further. Way further. Like all the way to... way further. We just gotta keep going. Keep on sliding. Here we go. Okay, we're almost there. Excuse me, right here. Right there. Is that where I had it? Yeah, okay. So she's looking... Come on. She's looking down into our pot. And then she's gonna look over. Like doing a quick, what the? And then we're gonna cut to the next shot. You know, very, very romantic. Hey, it's Studios. Welcome back to the stream. Because you were here the other day. Okay, so then we have her. Actually, could probably add another bevel alpha because we want to light her again. Can I only add one? No. 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 No, I can't add a second. Oof. I was about to cry. We need a second to be put on this side so that I can make it not do that. And we can make it this color so that she's being lit on both sides. Very cool. Very kawaii. Very crazy. Very cabbage. My mouth sounds like I'm eating Pop Rocks. I'm sorry. I'm drinking tea. There's a lot of saliva sloshing around. What a great set. You like The Good Dinosaur? I saw The Good Dinosaur actually in theaters when it came out, and I thought it was fine. You know, it wasn't Pixar's best work, but it wasn't their worst, you know? And what tea? It's like, I think mango passion fruit, something. It's some cheap brand, some cheap Tetley tea. But I quite like the flavor. It reminds me of home. So we're gonna add a rotation keyframe here. And we're gonna make her look like that a little bit. And then she's gonna go, huh? Doth my eyes deceive me? With rotation. With V. Doth my eyes deceive me? Is that a human male? That's exotic. Nonsense. You'll drink tea with sugar? Don't worry, I feel you. I'm in literally the exact same boat. I'm like, I love tea, but I'm a sweet tea kind of guy, you know? It needs to be borderline extremely unhealthy for me to enjoy it. Cut the sugar? I can't just cut the sugar. I'm addicted to it. It's a problem. But a problem that I both acknowledge and don't want to fix. I'm sorry, GP. And then we do something like that. Yeah, I always hear the best teas are like just naturally like delicious. To which I say, I've yet to try one. But I really want to experience that kind of tea drinking experience. Experience. Oh wait, she's supposed to look up. Yeah, she's supposed to look. She's supposed to look up and then over. How do I do that? I've had that experience with coffee. How was it? I'm not really a coffee drinker. I find it quite bitter. But you other adults seem to really enjoy it. She looks up and then goes, "Hwop." And then over. Excuse me. Mint is very spicy. I've never heard that before, but I sympathize. An Irish blend coffee. That sounds not too shabby. So that's looking better. We need to be faster and snappier. So we actually need her to look more up as the frames go on. Oh, I think I have to sneeze. Will Densle fully sneeze? I guess not. Find out next week on the season finale of Densle's Weird Nostril. I think it's these two need to be roundabouts. Why the eyes in the human? You need answers? Ooh, those are answers that I cannot give right now. You're gonna have to wait another little while to fully watch the video. Oh, they're over here. Okay, now did I give myself enough space to... Yeah, I think I gave myself enough space to work with. So we're going to do a little cheat here, which is, well, actually I need to do a quick little animation. To her body. And then these things are also going to sway in the wind. No, with you included. We need to add a rotation keyframe, and one that doesn't. Oops. No, I want to slide these over. So there we go. Woo! Sweet secondary animation. I love it. The kids love it. The moms and the dads love it. It's great. It really makes you feel like Spider-Man. We don't need to do any of that. Oh wait, that's actually way too much. Let's take all of you guys, all of you stinky buds. Alligators are dangerous and can eat your hand. I imagine they can eat more than just your hands, but I agree. Whoa, is that the Arabic maple? Welcome. Haven't seen you in forever. Welcome to the stream. Can I save these? Well, in theory, yes. You want to copy it? Ooh, my boy, sorry. Because these take seconds to make. You got, yeah, Ooh, well, that's what I was gonna do. We're gonna do what I like to call a pro gamer move, which is, as you can see, she's static for the entire duration of her animation. But I want her to move a little bit, and I don't want to have to animate that myself. So we're gonna do a little program hack. We're gonna alt click this little stopwatch. Oh, that's new. And we're gonna type in wiggle. Come on, give me the wiggle. Wiggle, a value of like 1.2 colon 1 close parenthesis, and then the little the colon and the dot above it thing. I forget what that's called. And then now she's gonna just wiggle a little bit. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna copy it onto her arm. Like so. Zoop, boop. And then that's it. We don't need to do anything else. We could probably do the same thing with her eye. Add some positioning, jiggle. And then maybe on the pupil. Yep. You really don't even see it. But you know, it's just a little bit of movement. Very, very cool. So we're gonna save this. And we're gonna export this out as a PNG sequence. PNG sequence with alpha. And we're gonna put this into the maiden file or folder, which I'm going to copy the path to. And we're just gonna hit savvy and render. We're gonna wait a little bit. And then I'm going to say, you dingus, you didn't put on any motion blur. We're going to put on motion blur. And then that's going to look almost unchanged. But we're here for quality. So we're going to re-render that againsies. And while that's rendering, I'm going to do nothing and wait for it. Great. So with that done, we can come into here. And since this is a new shot, I can take this plane and delete it. And then bring back our old one. Because that's already been set up to with our shader and everything that we want on it. Come on, let me click the plane. Now I'm going to have to also sync the music. Ugh, gosh dang it. By making sure that it plays unmuted. We're way off. We're supposed to be way over here. Yeah, we're supposed to be like here. But where does it start? See, this is what I hate the most, where I could give myself like tons of handle room, so I can give myself space to like slide it around a little bit. But Blenda is just so slow in terms of how it handles music. I just have to kind of like do it and hope that it works. You prefer Arabic coffee? What are you talking about? Their maple game is where it's at. It's some like to say lit. We're going to turn this to an image sequence. We're going to paste our path in. We're going to get our lookup, highlight all of our frames, bring them in, offset them to start at the frame start without an offset. And then we're also going to flip our gal. Flip our gal. Flip. We're going to select it and then flip our gal 180 degrees and move the camera. We need to get back into our frames here. Not delete all of our camera animation because we have some sweet camera camalalam 90. Oh no, we're one frame off. Oops, that's a big no-no. Let's go back here and take this to -1. And then, yeah, that's it. That's the shot. That looks good enough to me. So we're gonna take our camera. We're gonna reset its rotations, and we're gonna do the whole shebang. Rotate it 190 degrees, and then rotate it again 90 degrees, and then position it 90 degrees. You like the Gravity Falls remix? Hot diggity. I too am glad you enjoy it. I keep wondering if I should do a sequel. But then I remember, who in their right mind makes a sequel to a song? No. We make spiritual successors here at the Music Biz. Ooh, that arm looks disgusting. We need to push it somewhere else. And but that's actually not looking too shabs, Mr. Krabs. We can move this here, and we can move her hand is broken. No, it's not. I'm broken. Let me select the. Let me get the. There we go. So we can move this back. No, we want our arm to be like here-ish now, and rotated. Look at that spaghetti arm. Ooh, spaghetti, delicious. Is going to be doing its own thing, which is it needs to look up with her and then over. And then actually we're gonna do a one of those big whip pans because those are cool. So it's like, whoa. Except made a thingy thing do that. So we're gonna. That's looking a little too far up. So we're gonna bring this down. And that's looking pretty groovy. We're gonna turn off the textures so I can play this at a better speed. So that's looking a little jank. And then we go, we do some camera animation. Woo! The most important meal of the day. Serving it up Densle's way. Yeah. And we just do a bunch of tweaking here. And then I narrate it like I know what I'm doing. But in actuality, I don't. I'm just clicking buttons and making these curves look smooth, even though I don't know if a smooth curve will actually make this look any better. But that's a secret for me, not you, you silly tube of toothpaste. Actually, we probably want this to be a little bit higher up. Like that, and we want this to start slower and start all the way back here. Like, but it has such a hard stop at the top of its spinny spin. We want that to not be so hard. Wait, because we want this to be this here, like that. No, I don't know what I'm doing. What does this do? That's that rotation. That is that rotation. So we're going to play with this a little bit, and we're going to make that do a little bit of that. And then we're going to come back to here. And we're going to say, why won't you look better? Gotta go. That's fair. Thank you for coming out. Glad to have you here. Hopefully next time you see this, it'll look a little better and different. And with that, thanks again for coming out. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your evening, and I'll catch you on the flip. Hey, it's Thor. Aw, man. Welcome back, my dude. have I been? I'm pretty good. Nothing too overtly crazy happening in life other than working on this stuff and then sleeping in between. Been playing a lot of Watch Dogs Legion lately. That's been a fun time. And yeah, how have you been? I should save this. And then also adjust these so that they're not super high. Oh, this shot's gonna be gnarly. Okay. So we have animation that's probably good enough. And then in the next shot, we'll do a sick whip pan. Like a sick whip pan. And by sick, I mean we're going to be doing what I did here. Where was it? Here. Where we do a transition in the wipe. So instead of it being down, like moving downward, we're going to be moving left, right, and yeah, it's a whip to the right. Welcome back, Doctor. Or should I say, welcome back, Doctor? Yes, that works. So this shot is good enough for me to render a first version of. So I'm going to turn everything else back on. Oh. That's right. We don't have Patapon idle dancing, which is what we're going to be using for the rest of the video, which is just our Patapons. Do you have a favorite dinosaur? I don't even know. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. I do, for the most part. Though I wouldn't say it's my favorite, just the one I like quite a bit, because it's the only one I really know. But the Parasaurolophus, this thing, it's that head shape, that mouth shape, looks like a turtle with a big body. I love it. And that dinosaur, it's what keeps me up. No, it's what helps me get to sleep at night. They are adorable. They really... Oh, this is the sway hop. I'm going to duplicate this. We're just going to call this V. I'm playing too much Arc. That's fair. Ain't no shame in having more than one favorite. This needs to be called Patachant. I'm gonna need a bob. We'll make this 130 frames. The Patapon, it's pretty much a Pataparty. Like, there is enough Patapons here. At least enough Patapons implied that we fill out a whole auditorium of Patapons that all sing and dance, and they're just chill boys and gals. I don't know if they're gendered actually, but it doesn't matter. So what I need to do next is in this sequence of the song, there is a part where the background and Patapons are doing this. They're singing that pata thing, and they're going to be bobbing like with every Patapon or every pata, and so I need to sync the crowd to do that. Or I need so this shot is going to have a crowd as it pans over, so we're going to be seeing a bunch of them, like so, and they all need to bob with the music. So I need to make sure that I have a animation ready for this crowd, both the front and back version of it, so that I can just slot it into any shot that we see the crowd in, and they're all going to be bobbing in sync with the music, hopefully. So we're going to do that now in After Effects. So I'm going to repurpose this composition, which currently is the... What do they do here? They do this. Oh, it was a jump that I didn't fully animate. So right now they just sway. And I need this guy to not float up like that. Stop it. Stop it. Jeez, man. No one asked for that. The baryonyx. Yonyx. Wait, what does that even look like? Is it? I gotta Google this and show the whole chat. This is your boy here with the face and everything. They look like alligator teeth. No, wait. What's the dinosaur I'm thinking of? Raptors? Yeah, we'll go with that. They look like alligator raptors. Alabaptors. Alpters. So we're gonna grab their sweet little bods, and we're going to remove all of their animation, or their rotation animation, and we're going to straighten them up straight. We're going to straighten them up so that they're straight, and we're also going to remove any position data. They don't have any. But before I even do that, I need to copy over the sound bit clip that I'm going to be using so that I can sync it. And so that's actually, I don't need to have it at 130 frames. I can make this, hopefully make this loopable by finding the perfect moment. Just somewhere here, let's start. And then they end here-ish, maybe one frame over. Zoop. Nope. Zoop. And then end. So. Oh wait, no, that's not a full, that's half. What am I doing? I'm crazy. Yeah, they end here. Right here. So we're gonna do that, and then that, and then we're gonna do some animation. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I am. We're gonna add a position key as at the top, and we're gonna not move that, and we're gonna go back up to our audio clip and find where our first pat is. right here. And then we move him down, down. And then move him back up again. And then we just, we're going to make some quick keyframes actually. Wait, no, I think Pataponing even faster. How goes the edit so far? Pretty good. We are now officially about 3 minutes in, which is actually a bit of an inflation because there's a bunch of dead space here that I need to put a logo into. We're 1/3 through the video now. I just need to do the other 2 sections of it, and it's pretty grueling, but we're getting there. It's a time. Hold on 1 second. There is a video game called Dead Space, and it's actually one of the 2 horror games that I actually will thoroughly enjoy playing through. Pat. It's a great series. I was kind of sad that as the games kind of progressed, they got less like horror focused and more action focused. Like the 3rd game is very action oriented and less horror oriented, but yeah, I really enjoyed I really enjoyed that series. I guess they're here, Pat. And then it's back up to Pat. Yeah. Like I did really enjoy the co-op aspect of the 3rd one. That was really fun, but yeah, it just wasn't as spooky as the 1st one. And the 2nd one the 2nd one had some pretty good moments in it. But you want to know what's funny? The scene that made me want to really play the game, despite it being terrifying, because I was younger when I played it. There's a scene in the 1st one with that big tentacle that pulls you down the hallway, or that big arm that pulls you down the hallway. I saw it I knew that was coming at some point in the game, and I was like, wow, that looks like a really fun sequence. I want to try that. And then some later point in my life, we actually got a copy of the game, and I was like, sweet. And then I played it. That scene finally came up, and I'm like, well, now I have to finish the entire game. Yeah, they did bring it back in the 2nd one, and it was still delicious. But I kind of wish there was more. The whole story and lore was fun. Isaac was kind of cool. The whole the stuff with his wife was fun. I just miss the game. EA, excuse me, bring it back, but better. Down, down, down. A little Easter egg. Don't tell me if you're walking with your laser gun, you can see Faith from Mirror's Edge running in the background. Yeah. Actually, I vaguely remember that Nicole is dead Easter egg, but I'd be lying if I said I fully did. That's fascinating. Mass Effect is also a good game. Actually, apparently, there's supposed to be some sort of news for it today. And I'm pretty jazzed for that, CPAS. Wait, I want these to be hold keys. Come on, make these held keyframes. There you go. Shot done. It only looks weird. It's only weird if you make it weird. And that's also kind of a concern I have with this video, because it shuffles quite frequently between different animation styles for the Patapons, but we don't care here at Densle Animation Emporium. We're here for the story. That's good enough. Now, should I do something with their arms? Like have their arms kind of move up and down. So when they're down here, they're like up. Yeah, I might do that actually. Rotations, you guys can keep your positions. Let's see, position, page. There's no hotkey to go to the next keyframe. Like that, and like that, and like that, and then like that, and then like that, and then last but not last, that, and then with all the arms selected, we go into the pat, and we move them up, and we go out of the pawn, and we should have moved those down. Oops. We're gonna jump into here, jump into the value graph, jump into this, and move those way down, just like to there. Nope, to there, directly there. So I never actually played Spore. I was alive around its time of popularity, and I said, create your own alien? That looks kind of fancy. And then I forgot about it. But I've been seeing a lot of it lately again, like a resurgency of Spore, to which I then say, is it that good? Was it that good? I can't wait for this to be over. I can't wait for this whole video to be over. Oh my goodness. I'm ready to work on the next one. The next one's going to be just as dumb. Oop. Oh, that looks terrible. They look like fat men that are like laughing really hard. Oh no. Okay. Which means that all of this was wasted. So we're gonna remove all of those. We're gonna do that again. And just leave it like that. Phasmophobia. I've been seeing a lot of that lately, a little bit. Isn't any good. But then again, I'm very out of tune with what's quote unquote good nowadays. All right, we're gonna roll with that. Oh, that's one thing I didn't add to our dear sweet madame. She doesn't have any shadow under either eyes. Oops. Ooh. What? Modern day ghost busting? That's bustin'. Bustalicious. That sounds fun. Miscellaneous cheer. Yeah, we'll go with cheer. Chant Bob. Actually, I should write in how many frames this is. This is only, excuse me, 90 frames. And it's hopefully loopable. And get it. Pat. No, that's Pat. 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 That's it. We don't get a resolve. So then I'm going to add another crowd group. We're just going to call this Patapon front, crowd front, crowd sway. Crowd. What else is going on in this? Zoop. That's the drummers. you guys are doing. So you're another crowd sway front left. Then we can, no, we need the drummers. I'm gonna remove the Patapon front. We're gonna duplicate this hierarchy. No, not like that. Come on, Blender. All right, we're gonna duplicate this collection and call this Patabob. This is the front. We're probably gonna have to do another one for the back, but that's easy. It's just turning off their eyes and then giving a good OK symbol. Patabob front.01, and we're gonna just rename these, and then we're gonna The Sixth Sense. Isn't that the I See Dead People one? And M. Night Shyamalan's Rise to Greatness. And then, so with this, we can copy this texture file, call it Pata_Bob front, and we're gonna replace all of these textures with the Patabob front. Patabob front. One more time. Just get them. There you go. And because we've done that, we can take this texture and replace it. Hey there, Pipsqueak. What you got there? Patapon pizza? Check again. I've replaced it with I've replaced it with the Patapon Bob chant frames. And then that will animate. Like that. And because we have 5 of them, that's 5 different Patapons that are all doing their thing. And we can go in and we can unhide everything. We can go in and change the back crowd to the Patapon. Where is it? The Patabob front, which is going to be crazy. Is Blender hard to learn or operate? It's got a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not the worst to pick up. Ever since they did their big interface overhaul, it's been a lot easier to get into, which is actually the only reason why I've been learning it, was because before it used to look a lot more confusing, and now it's a lot more accessible. But there's a huge plethora of tutorials and a big sprawling community behind it, so like you can learn anything in it pretty easily, I guess, or straightforward-ish. So in other words, a little bit, but not really. Like all things, you just gotta practice and give yourself time to get used to its ways of doing things. Like this whole crowd thing that I've been doing, like it's literally because I figured out, not really figured out, but because I've been utilizing this weight paint system, which I've like never used before, and I'm like now that I know of what it's capable of, I'm like using it everywhere, and it's delicious. It really makes you feel like a blender. But that's also like the extent of my knowledge. And then like a lot of my videos nowadays, I've been trying to incorporate more of it, or try to use Blender more, just so that I can learn it, and then therefore make cooler videos with it. So it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It feeds itself. I'm learning for videos to make better videos. No, I'm learning it to make better videos by making videos with it. And this whole debacle, this whole Patapon video is me exercising that, or what I've learned, to the full extent. And it's killing me. So we turn on the boulders. We don't need the outer boulders, do we? No, we don't see them. Excuse me. And this smoke is so thick. Can I make it thinner or more transparent? Come on. Come on, let me make it thinner. Oh wait, that would be this. We can move that down a little bit. Ooh, that's what your arm looks like the whole time? Oh honey, no. That is against the rules. That's illegal. You need your arm to look not like a broken spaghettini. We need to turn the fire off so that we can select the hand, zoom in on it, and then go. Like that. Sure. That kind of looks a little different. Not better, just different. And we're going to make it a little thicker. Okay. So we have that going. I should turn the fire back on. Fire. And then we don't need the entrance. We need some of the trees. We don't need... I don't think we need the vegetation. That can stay off. We don't need any of the other boulders. Unless we do. Probably not. We see out here for like one frame. No one's going to notice. I'm probably not even going to use that frame. The ground. We have particles for the trees. Do we need the shrubs on? No, we don't. We don't see them. And that's kind of it. And that's basically the shot. Everybody, let's all collectively begin to dance as I do one last thing, which is make the camera focus pull. Focus on our lady. And then we make the camera also look at her. Wait, no, I should move her over into the middle. into the middle, like that. And then we move this over, like so. And then we move the camera in just a hair. We want some sweet trucking in motion. Trucking with like a super slow push in. It's slow, like the speed of which, or the rate of which ice melts in a room temperature room. Slow. There you go. There you go. And that's gonna fly us to the moon and play among the stars. Dang. I could make the drummer's drum, but I think I'm just going to leave it and hope that nobody sees it, because that's basically my motto for a lot of this. Just cheese it. And then we save, and then we do a quick test render. No, I'm missing a light. This light. Where are you? Are you on? Are you? You are on the entire time. Okay, and we do a quick test render. And then we go. And we can turn on music again because we don't need to do any more syncing. Ah, yes. The outdoors at some time in the morning. Oh wait, the outdoors at 12 a.m. on a rainy day. Beautiful. What? Too much CGI? You can never have too much CGI. Ooh, 38 seconds a frame. Nice. Animal Crossing music really does have that little something. This is the look up. We're gonna publish that out. What is this? This is us at the museum in the fish exhibit. And we wait a little bit while this packs up our file and puts it somewhere on my computer that I should know where, but I don't. Oh, it's almost done. And it's finished. Okay, so next up, now that we have 2 shots done, quote unquote done, we have this one and this one. We can work on this one, which is the crowd chanting and bobbing around, and our masked individual is standing there looking like a guy. So we're actually going to reuse a previous shot, which is where are you? Not that one. Yeah, this one. So we're going to quickly open it up and wait a little bit whilst Blender does or does not crash. It doesn't. Hot diggity. We're going to save this out into a new shot and call it 003 I'm gonna call it the far glance. This is also going to be about 90 frames. Yeah, I hiss a lot. It's because I mean, it's not because I'm a snake dressed up in a human outfit. I just think a lot. Okay? And I don't appreciate these allegations directed towards me. So we have the crowd doing crowd things, and we're going to be replacing our crowd with another crowd as we wait for this to load. Yay! So we're going to repurpose everything in this shot essentially. Instead of our camera turning down, it's going to be our camera panning from left to right, because our last shot ends with a whip pan from right to left. No, flip those. I'm wrong. The last shot whips to the right, so this one needs to whip in from the right, in from the left. I'm gonna stop. I'm getting my directions all mixed up. We're gonna whip. We're gonna do whip pan. We're gonna whip a hard nay to the left. I need this one to not do that. Chickens are descendants for T-Rexes. Could you imagine being a chicken and knowing that your great very great ancestor was a big honkin' scary chonker boy? That's pretty cool. It's a little arm, heckin' big mouth bitey boy. Why am I doing this like this? I just want to straighten these out, but there's no easy way to straighten keys. Unless I copy this, paste, and straighten these. Like so. And then we need the Z rotation, this guy, which looks like that. And we're going to turn off the textures for now, so we can insert a keyframe, and we can just zip whip you over there. Hopefully no one sees the way those flat lanes look, but it's okay. And it's gonna be like that. Okay. Actually, we're going to turn the crowd off because they don't actually need to be on. And we're going to turn off the stumps. and the trees. We're going to keep tweaking the camera a little bit and turn everything else back on. Apatosauruses are basically turtles? That's hilarious. Or should I say, that's hilarious. We're gonna take this and blender. We're gonna save this. We're gonna take this frame, take these frames out of here, put this one here, and rotate that inward. Rotate these in. Delete all of the keyframes, like so. Because our guy is now standing ominously in the distance. And we're gonna zoom our camera in a little bit, just a hair, so that we don't have to see so much of these patapons pataponing around. Where am I going? In here. I'm gonna make this a 45 mil. Great. And we can bring the camera's keyframes into here. And we can then save and change our crowd. So we're going to jump down to the Patapon tab, and we're going to disable that crowd. We're going to make a new collection and just call it Patabob front. Now I actually want to, instead of redoing the whole shader thing, I'm just going to copy those cards from this other file, or the previous file, so I don't have to do all the syncing again. Because fudge syncing. Am I right, syncs? They're syncs. They'll never respond to me, no matter how much I ask. Which is this group. So we're going to copy those, minimize that, and jump into our old shot and paste them into this new group, and then into the Patapon group as well. Then we can take the particle system that runs that and swap it out to Patabob front, and then that in turn should hopefully give us some sweet results. Except, big yikes, they're massive. We're going to turn their scale down from 2.9, no, sorry, from 0.29 to just 2. That's too small. 25, 20, 24. Because we want to see him, but we don't want, but I kind of want to be larger. A little bit larger, maybe like that. Unless, like, can I change the seed so it just opens up some space? See, this is the kind of trash we gotta deal with. Patapon's just in the way of our heroes. Ugh, disgusting. Oh wait, that worked. Like that. ish. And that's basically it. That's the shot. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll just turn everything else back on. We'll give this a save. And we'll give this also a test render. Do we need stumps? We do need some stumps. Not this one, though. Now it can be turned off. And we do a test render. How's it coming along? And then if we can do a zoom in shot, and this following shot, and then the shot where she reaches her hand out and does a come hither motion, and then the crowd parts like the Red Sea, except in this case the sea isn't red, it's made out of eyeballs. And then they all look at him and they're like, well, what are you waiting for? Go to her. And then he runs. And then they talk for a bit. And they get married, and then that's the video, guys. Oh, it's so sweet. This is taking a long time to render. I'm getting scared. Except I'm not. About a minute and 19 seconds, maybe. And our trees are on. Yeah. Groovy. That's good enough for me. So we're going to close this old shot, and we're going to come to here and just do another redundant save and export it out, because we just need a version of this to edit with so that we can make tweaks to it later. Give it a note. Let's like wide look. Give it its own little animation position. Hit publish. Wait for it to pack everything up. And then great. So that's that shot. And the next one is going to be reusing this shot by literally opening it up. What shot number is this? 410, 4110, which is right here. Oh yeah. This is Densle Radio. You're listening to Outdoors at 1 a.m. on a sunny morning, by the composers of the Animal Crossing soundtrack. Good boys and gals. So this shot is essentially finished. We just need to swap the group, which I think is still on our paste. Yeah, it is. And then we can replace this group with it. And also save this out as a new shot. Oops. Create shot. This is 40. dot zoom glance, and it's also 90 frames. And that's in there like that. So then next up we have to swap the crowd out for the Patapon. I don't know what happened. Where did that go? Render. Collection. Patabob front. And that's going to look something like... Wow, our Patapon is in the way. Thanks, jerk. Let's see if I can get one that's a little more stylish. Actually, what was that last one? This one? Seat 6? Come on, give me one with ears on both sides. No, 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 no. Oh. So close, come on. Come on. I guess I'll just go with 6. That seems to be the best so far. Yeah, I'll just go with 6. It's okay. I also want to make this a little wider of a camera. So we're going to take the focal length and we're just going to drop it down a little bit. I'm just going to keep dropping it a little like that. Like that. Groovy. And that's the shot, guys. Good job, everybody. We're gonna save this out, and we're going to send it to the farm. Done on shot 1. And give it a name. Zoom glance. Gotta make sure that all this is awry. And then in the meantime, we're gonna check our little render farm just to make sure that everything's coming through. Come on, open up. Or is it because that's doing a thing? And that's good. Our render handler. What's going on in the hood here, buddy? Are you just gonna stay white forever? It seems like a plan to me. Yeah, I guess that was the plan all along. So we got 4 shots up so far. Wow. We might be able to do this. So next up is this shot? No, that's the one we just did. This shot, where we're looking at her, looking at him, looking at her, looking at him, and it's adorable. So we're gonna actually repurpose, not this shot, not this, yeah, actually this shot. So we need to take her look here, and we're gonna animate her arm in Blender probably, so that it has a little bit more definition. Crayons. Which is this frame. There we go. We're gonna jump into that. We're gonna select all of her layers, hit U to show all keyframes, and then we're gonna just delete everything. And then we source out how long this shot is, which is 51 frames. So we're actually going to do the cool thing, which is making it a little bit longer so we have some space to slice it up. Which means we need to repurpose this shot by saving it out as a new shot as 50 look, glance, look towards, sure, we'll name it that. And this is 55 frames, and we'll hit the go, hit the skip, and we'll adjust it here. 5 frames, yes. First things first, we'll make sure that our camera is not being a lamey. And we'll turn off everything for now, just so that we can see what we're working with. And the camera needs to be doing one of these. And in AE, we gotta be doing one of these. So she's just looking. Her ears can't move. They're not ears. It's a headdress. And we're gonna animate her looking this way, and then a little bit this way. And we're going to take those keyframes and make them ease keys so that we can make them start fast and end slow. So she's like, whoa. And we can adjust this, just the hair. Like that, and that's good enough for me. And I think I want to do something with these though. Just and then we straighten them out. Of that. Sure, we'll go with that. How do we go from 3 people to 7? You guys just really must like Adobe After Effects. So that is that shot. So we're gonna make this 50. I'll call it look up to 90 frames. Yeah. Even though it's only 50 frames, we'll render this out as a tongue sequence, into alpha, into our meetin folder. Save it there, render it. Okay, and then back to here, we can, since this is a new shot, we don't have to worry about making a new texture for it. We just name that what it is, jump into our thing here, and go and grab those new frames, and make sure that they play at the right time, and have our camera is going to be slowly pushing inward. Yeah. What was that? And make sure everything is linear so that we can get one of those. Now we also need to fix her arm up because it's not connected to her body. So we're gonna just animate that real quick by doing one of these, location. And then put them like that. Make sure all this is set to Bezier. That's good enough, no one will know. And then her hand is doing one of these, looking like a oh my, with bigger hands. Like one of these doing a, wait, no, there's no rotation. There's no rotation keyframes. Except they need to be set to Bezier, as they'll be starting small and slowing down. Just like that, and we can bring the pot back. Bring the pot back. Bring back the marijuana pot. I mean, I didn't say that. Yep, 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 yep. So we have ourselves, where's our lights? Beautiful. Bring back our drummers. Bring back our, we'll save this also. Bring back our background trees, our actual trees, our stumps. No, we won't see any stumps. Bless up. But we need the back boulders. Just like that. Hey, it's Firufly. Welcome back to the stream. You're just in time for some sweet time spice. Where is this? Oh, that's not even in frame. Oh, don't apologize. Life comes first before coming to my stream. I had a light that was supposed to be in this pot, and now it's vanished. Where did it go? I hope I didn't delete it because I needed that. And it looks to be gone. No, it's not. It's here somewhere. Where? Come on, come on. Come on, you slow viewport. Let me look into the pot so I can see the light. And see that's it's been here all along. And I guess I'll move this into the cauldron. That is a mystery. This light, I never put it in a proper spot, and I keep psyching myself out when I lose it. But it's okay. Oh, we don't need the median chair anymore. The sedan chair, sorry. We can delete that. And it's a parent to brethren. Clean scene. That's what Mama always tells me. Make sure to keep your blender scene clean, Densle. Or else you're gonna hate yourself in the morning. And little baby Densle goes, "What?" Trust me, you'll know when you run a YouTube channel. Look up 2. And we're gonna publish this. And you're listening to wait, what? Oh, sorry. You're listening to Tornimer's Island Game Night from the Animal Crossing New Leaf soundtrack. We're almost. Oh, you did the workout? Yeah. Hope it went well. And lucky for you, we are finished the sequence. All these shots are now on my metaphorical farm. Beautiful. These can all go actually, because those were rendered. Can you see it? They're not rendered yet, but I can give you a brief look at what they might look like. Come on, Blender. Come on. Come on, load those textures. Come on. Come on. It's almost ready. It's getting there. It's because of those, you know what it's because of? It's because of those gosh dang trees. Ooh, and the crowd's on. They don't need to be on. I can remove that from the renderer queue actually. Delete. There we go. So this shot's gonna look something like this, with a slow push-in. Super slow push-in. With audio that syncs to it, but you get the idea. But the crowd is on. All these boys and gals on the outside don't need to be there, and they're gucking up my render times. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna disable those. And that's it, that's all I needed to do. And that should render a little faster. So we're gonna save that, and we're gonna pop that sucker right back onto the farm. And then we're gonna start working on the next shot, which is this one. She puts her hand out, which should actually be pretty easy. No, that we don't need After Effects. We can do this all in Blender. This is straight Blender. We're gonna put this to the farm again, and wait 70 years. And in the meantime, you're listening to K103.7 Densle radio station. Right now we're listening to 12 p.m. from the Animal Crossing New Horizons soundtrack. Written by names that I don't want to appear disrespectful trying to pronounce. But there's a few of them. They're the sweet composers of the soundtrack. And we're back. So we can actually save this shot out as a new shot and close all these down. And I'm gonna miss 006. Reach out. And oh no, I didn't see how many frames this was supposed to be. Oh no, I'm gonna have to minimize this and go back into here and then open up this. Yeah, we're already on shot 6. Not 66. The naming convention is in tens. 90 frames, or 89, but we're gonna round it up to 90. So the naming convention for these shots is it's 00 and then a number for the sequence. And every sequence is a group of shots that start at 0010. So every shot goes up by tens. So shot 1 is 10, shot 2 is 20, shot 3 is 30, 4 is 40, etc. Just in case I do any edits later on where I say, oh, I need a shot in between, say, shot 10 and 20, so I can name a sub-shot, shot 11 or 12 or so forth. It gives me at least 10 shots worth of space between bigger shots to add little shots in between. If I need to, anyways. It's just a naming convention. It doesn't actually matter, but it helps me keep things organized enough to know what I'm doing with stuff. And it made me really upset when I did the 004 sequence, because I was supposed to split that into twos, and now everything's off by 1. Then I said, oh well, but it's fine. What was I doing? I was going to make a new shot. I was going to make 60, 90 frames. Come on, everybody's got to get a little organized. It really keeps the world going round. Because you know what my grandpappy always says? Remember to use proper naming conventions when working on your animated films. Because if you don't, it'll suck later on when you get confused about what names are what. And I said, thanks, Grandpa. Yeah, I'm terrible at organization as well. Like, the only reason why I'm able to actually do this whole thing is because I found a program that does it all for me. And so I'm able to actually, like, make hierarchies and folder structure. It does all the folder structures and everything like that by itself, and I can just work. And yeah, my grandpappy, he was very insightful when it came to animating content, despite him not owning a computer. My family's saying they're true. I swear. I swear on my own grave. Ooh, we can start this one already. Even though I'm probably gonna have to wrap things up in the next half hour. Can I render this or set up this shot in due time? Please, all of my family members give me solid advice that is incredibly relevant to everything that I'm working on in exact moments of my life. I would not have been able to get anywhere without all of this sound knowledge. And then we can turn off the fire for a hot minute so that I can actually see what I'm doing in the platform, in the cauldron, the fire. Shark bait. Ooh-ha. So we move this down, and we want a fairly high focal length of like 80, and we want to move this width way back, way to fudge back. We're gonna move that down and sideways, and then, but I don't know if that's at a beautiful 90 degrees. N item 95, 90, and we need this to be 0 and 180. Actually, no, I want this to look up a little bit. And then we're also going to turn off all of this other garbage in the background for now so that I can work smoothly. He says as he does absolutely nothing. There we go. And we'll turn off the patapons and the boulders and the stoops and just leave just the grounds that we can. And our camera isn't flopping around. Excuse me? We need handheld camera animation. Camera. You gotta slap a noise modifier on that. And bump it up to 15 at a strength of 0.2 and an offset of like 13. Ew, that's disgusting. We need that to be higher. Yeah, I hired this guy to freaking just give me some sweet looking handheld camera motion, and he just keeps farting off. And I'm like, buddy, I'm paying you the big bucks. "30 minutes. Ah. Yeah, I apologize, but I'll be wrapping the stream up at 6 p.m. my time. But don't worry. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow or later today if there's still time. We'll see. What is going to happen in 30 minutes? I'm being kidnapped. Girl Pollock's SWAT team is going to raid my house and take me completely captive. And they're going to email my parents and say, if you want your son back, you got to send us, I don't know, whatever you ask for. Like $30 maybe? Oh, I don't know, what do you kids need nowadays? $30. Or else he's dead. And then my brothers will say, oh, that's a tragedy. Oh well. We lost another one, guys. I imagine you'd only ask for $30. Like, what more would you get out of me? A good packet of grapes, maybe? You know, like, yum? $31? Well, that's asking way too much. Anybody that you call is gonna hang up immediately. They're like $30. I think I can swing that, but $31? Yo, get that guy out of here. You can have him, and you can hear me at the back muffling with a tied to a chair. I even have the money. I can e-transfer it to you. No, 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 no. It has to be from Daddy Densle. Or Canadian merchandise? Like what? A sweater with our flag on it? I don't actually even own that. But that would be pretty fun. Meh. Meh. I'm getting distracted. We need this hand to do this. So that it goes. It does this. Whoop. And then we also add a little bit of noise on the hand. And the video won't have to work that much. Yeah. You have to. This video would never get finished. And all you guys would cry. I'd cry the most because I'm freaking eating my days away getting this animation done, and it needs to get finished. The sunken cost fallacy is too great. We need this hand to not look so disgusting. We're gonna smooth out. Whoop. It must be worth it. See, I've been doing this for a couple pancakes now, right? And it just feels like I'm getting slower at this all, because every new video I keep getting more ambitious and then going, wow, if I made this half the size, it would have been finished already. But here I am, animating Maiden's hand over a 3D pot with, there is a cloud, with procedurally generated clouds. Oh no, this joke is going to, I'm killing my machine for this joke. Procedural clouds, because I said, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if Patapons were 3D? And now I'm crying. But it's okay, because the next video is going to be worse. Even if my computer dies. Man, I was supposed to build a new one this year, and all the parts that I wanted to get are sold out. In fact, they sold out within seconds of them being available to buy. Next video, Densle steals a child. Please. I'm already neck deep in non-controversial garbage. And yeah, I wanted to get the 3080, and AMD released a new processor, and I was like, give me those. I've been saving for years. And then on the day of, Nvidia got on their big box with their megaphone, and they were like, you guys ready for new graphics cards? And the whole world erupted in a monstrous cheer. And he's like, all right, then you can have them. And he opens the door, and there's only one box, and everybody's looking at this going, where's all the rest of the stock? And then Jensen looks at everyone and says, and then he bolts. He does a dolphin dive out the door, and all the stock gets sucked up immediately. He's pre-buying it. Yeah, I've also put a couple pre-orders down, but like here in Canada, it's just impossible to get one. Apparently, like we have a selection of like 8 sites that all don't have pre-orders except for like 2, and and you're just left trying to get one when they get in stock again. Oh, he doesn't need to apologize. There's no harm in missing a stream, and sleep is very fun. I need to increase the the noise because I want her to be a little shifty. And we're gonna make this go from there to there. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be 90 frames, isn't it? 80 frames? Ugh, ew, this is too long. GP, if you can order one, then I will send you the money. Because we have a selection of 3 websites that we're able to get it from, and they're all subject to never getting bought or never getting in stock. That looks just disgusting. Let's not do that. What graphics card? It's the NVIDIA, the RTX 3080 is what I was looking for. But also, don't stress yourself because I've already come to the realization that it's probably a next year thing, and I'll just do it all then. Because even if I were to get it, I wouldn't be able to use it until I get everything else, which would also take another while to get. Because unfortunately, Bertha down here can handle the card. Wait, we don't need the textures on. That looks so weird. Just a ball on a stick going into the center frame. Yeah, it's 700, which correlates to like $1,000 or something in Canada dollars. It's not a stick, it's a spaghetti. It just looks strange. Like, there's a couple of shots in this that I'm not super big fans of, and this one is one of them. It's just too long, it's awkward. But I don't have any ideas on anything to put in between. And the shot afterwards is just so cool. Or would be cool. Yeah, it's out of stock. It'll be out of stock for a while. If you find one, let me know. If you don't worry about it. Because the plan was so I could play Cyberpunk with the best graphics, but now I can't. And I'm a little sad, but at the same time, I'm like, nah. It's just tech. My computer's doing okay. Enough. Oh wait, I could reuse that shot. Alright, so this shot, it's about done. It's about good enough, I think. Where's Blender? even though it looks really strange. We're gonna actually do one last thing, which is and I'm gonna hope to Gumbo that we don't see her in the frame anyway, so this plane doesn't even need to be on. That doesn't need to be on. No, it does. That doesn't need to be on. And then Patapons don't. Lighting does, because we're lighting. And what else does it need to be on? The clouds do. The fire do. The fire don't, actually. That's not necessary. Monolith can go. Plant vegetation can go. Plant edge rocks can go. But we need a crowd in here. Those don't need to be on. Rock pit, that all doesn't need to be on. Water doesn't need to be on. Sweet. We need background trees. We need trees. We don't need trees. Come on, turn off trees. Tree, please. And then I don't think we should have some boulders that we see. The outer boulders, if we turn them all on. There's one in there. You can kind of see it turning on or off in the back. But it's not enough to really matter. Boulders can go. I'm not hating the trees. I'm hating what they do to my scene, which is overloaded. Because them trees are thick in their calculation expense. Lastly, we need a crowd, because we have these trees that are out of focus, and we need our crowd back, which is going to be doing. You can't even see them. Oh, because they're on the wrong side. So we're gonna save first off. Don't want to lose that. Weight paints and paint in our crowd. Look at them go! Wow! So many boys and gals pataponing around. It's like seeing I don't know, your son go to school for the first time. And you go, wow, look at all those kids. And he goes, Dad, I'm not gonna like any of them. Just homeschool me. And he goes, come on, Patapon. You don't even talk to anybody. Nonsense. Bertha's got this. We've been through thick and thin. She could play Crisis on Max, I think. I don't know. I'm not erasing the kids. I'm redistributing them, because where there isn't paint, they all get funneled into this area that has paint. And yes, my computer has a name. Her name is Bertha. I started doing it as a joke, but now it's just how I refer to it. And every now and again. No, there's no more short to that. That's it. Yeah, she is amazing. But she's been faithful for 5-ish years now, and now the components that make her up are showing their age. But now the real question is, does the computer become different if we change the case or all the components? Because I was contemplating keeping the case, but just changing everything on the inside. But at the same time, I don't know if I can even do that. Depending on what components I get. But that's a me problem. She'll either be, well, she probably wouldn't be retired. I'd probably convert it into a little render computer. and then bring a new friend in named Bertha 2.0. Because it's like I could either fully build a new computer with a new case and everything, but then it means finding a space for this one, which I don't have a lot of in my apartment. And I don't really want to sell everything in it because I can still use the machine. So I'm like, yeah, these first world problems are keeping me up at night. Big sad. But we're going to save this. We're going to quickly glance at the time and see that it's 5:54 and cry. If your mind is the same, that's fair. If I change the memory, I changed Bertha. Well, like, because I'd still probably use the same hard drives. So technically, she would just move into a new body. One with wheels. No, I'm not going to put wheels on it. That sounds like a bad idea. This takes 30 seconds to render. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Bertha. She's a faithful computer companion. I just want to upgrade it so that I can render all this stuff faster and not have DaVinci freeze every time I click on a piece of footage. Don't make the Apple mistake. What are you talking about? Apple with their fantastic machines. Sure, they cost as much as a small house, but come on. They got wheels. Shiny wheels. Aluminum wheels. How much do those cost? $700? That's not bad. That's... Sure, I could buy a new VR headset with that money, but I'm buying wheels instead. What's this? Chased by bees in... That's it. I'm just being chased by bees. All right. So that is, they're 849 euros. Wow, that's wild. All right, so this is good enough for the shot. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here because I got some other obligations that I've agreed to do. So with that being said, Firu and the other 3 viewers that are here, thank you guys so much for coming around. And actually, I should put this at the farm just so I don't forget. Savey. Even though I can't render this while I'm using my computer, which is sad. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. I will probably stream tomorrow. Hopefully around this, starting at the same time, but probably longer than what was done today. Because I feel like we're doing pretty good. And I can work on the parting shot tomorrow, and that's going to be fun. So tune in tomorrow for more of this if you're rocking out and having a good time. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evenings, days, afternoons, evenings, and I will catch you guys on the flip. Be sure to join the Discord server where we have fun shenanigans, shenanigans, and yeah. Peace out, my sweet baboos. And that's it. I'm just gonna keep repeating my my ending. Don't be racist, kids. I am a building. I know everything. That's a lie. I know almost nothing. Thank you for watching, guys.